Hey guys, this is Leslie with Invest Nicaragua, and today we're going to be talking about what to expect in the real estate markets of San Juan del Sur and Tola for 2023. We're going to cover 5 areas that you should be focused on, whether you're a seller or a buyer in the current real estate market here. Number 1, emotionally driven purchases have cooled down. During COVID, due to COVID restrictions, lockdowns, politics, red, blue, whatever the reason was, a lot of families and individuals left their home country and relocated to Nicaragua. The bulk of these relocations were emotionally driven. When people are spending emotionally, they typically spend more money and they spend quicker than they normally would. Now that we're out of COVID, those emotional purchases have cooled down and buyers are being more cautious and more economically focused when making purchases. This is a trend that we're going to continue to see in 2023 because the economic outlook is uncertain. Buyers, investors, people who are purchasing property are going to be crunching numbers harder than they were a year ago, and they're going to be a little more cautious than they were a year ago. Number 2, we are in a neutral real estate market. We're no longer in the frothy COVID seller's market where people were spending and buying like we've never seen before. 2022 had a lot of all-time high sales for home and land. Similarly, we're not in a buyer's market because the amount of inventory is very low, or at least we can say the really desirable inventory for homes and also for lots. Due to that, we're in a neutral market. Sellers don't really have the advantage, nor do buyers. It's somewhat of a fair market where there's low inventory and also the amount of buyers has also decreased. It's important to note that the markets of San Juan del Sur and Tola are very distinct because they're cash markets. That means that sellers don't have the pressure of rising mortgage rates because they own their property outright. Likewise, buyers aren't fettered by raising interest rates because they're purchasing in cash. This creates some level of insulation from the global macroeconomic conditions, and it also shows the resiliency of these markets when economic conditions change as they have currently. Number 3, home demand is going to continue to outpace supply. As we've mentioned before, and as we've mentioned in our 2022 real estate market update, there simply are not a lot of homes currently available. And during 2022, we had all-star numbers, all-time highs for home sales. So right now, the amount of existing desirable home inventory is low, and we still have a good amount of buyers who are looking for that perfect home. So when a really attractive property comes on the market at a good price, those homes are being snatched up very quickly. At the current moment, there are no developers or builders who are building homes at scale. There are some pre-construction options, but until we see someone start to build homes at scale, we're going to continue to have this low home inventory for 2023. Number 4, the rental market is on fire. If you were a landlord in 2022, you had a great year. Short-term rentals as well as long-term rentals saw increased demand, and a lot of the homeowners who had switched to long-term during COVID when there weren't a lot of flights and there was less travel have now shifted over to short-term because a lot more tourists are entering the country. So both in the short-term and long-term rental market, landlords are winning. Also, an important element to note is that commercial rentals are up a lot as well. In the town of San Juan del Sur, right now, January 2023, it is nearly impossible to find a commercial location to rent. And the ones that are available are taking advantage of the situation and greatly increasing prices. We're seeing a lot of activity in the commercial market. So residential, short-term and long-term is doing great, and also the commercial market in San Juan del Sur in Tola is growing as we see more full-time residents opening up and expanding businesses. And number 5, the last point to pay attention to in 2023 is that the outlook for Nicaragua is very positive. In the last few months, 3 airlines have resumed flights to Nicaragua: Spirit, United, and American Airlines. This means that there's going to be a lot more people, tourists, investors, families, etc., coming to Nicaragua. Additionally, Nicaragua has been receiving a lot of good press regarding being a top destination to travel to, where they mention San Juan del Sur, Tola, Granada, and various other parts of Nicaragua. So the outlook, the perception of Nicaragua has been increasing during 2022, and that's something that we're going to see increase as well or maintain during 2023 as the number of flights increase and more people get to come to the country and experience how beautiful it is. In summary, the resilience of the San Juan del Sur and Tola real estate markets in 2022 indicates that we shouldn't be as affected by the headwinds in 2023 as other countries that are more greatly affected by rising interest rates, inflation, the war in Ukraine, etc. As investors look for alternative options to a very unpredictable stock market, a somewhat evaporated crypto market, investors will be looking for hard assets that are cash producing to park their cash in. Nicaragua real estate offers a great opportunity for those who are looking to diversify, have their money parked in a hard, tangible asset, and also get monthly revenue from that asset. Outside of investors, families are still attracted to Nicaragua because of the beauty, the warm weather, the safety, the surf, the high quality of life with the very low cost of living, and the very affordable real estate. So the country is still very attractive to both investors, individuals, as well as families. Well, that is our 2023 Nicaraguan real estate market update for San Juan del Sur and Tola. I hope that you found this information useful and informative. If you have any questions whatsoever, drop a question in the comment section, send me an email, and as always, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button to see more content like this, and we look forward to seeing you at the beach.